Send me the link for that one.
All right, everybody, welcome to night 2, season 2 for Top Box Racing Pro 2 versus Pro 4. My name is Dave Ward. Up here in the booth with me tonight, James Watson. How are you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing good. Happy to be a part of the show again.
Fantastic. We also have Cody up in here. He is going to do a few little things here and try and get us all straightened out.
Yes,
Right
sir.
now-
Glad to be a part of it.
Right now, riding along with Brandon Stover out here. Looks like fastest on the track right now at the present time is Nathan Matoxen. Corey Skiles in second, Braden Ward third. Those are all Pro 4s. Looks like Levi made it out tonight, as well as Steve Harwood in the fifth position. Drake Matag. So interesting choice here with Drake Matag. Looks like he joined as a Pro 4, however, he should be running as a Pro 2. Not sure what the admins will be doing about that, but I'm sure we'll have to figure something out here. All right, now riding along, watching Steve Harwood. Steve Harwood currently sitting in the sixth position. 119 was his fast lap that he set so far. Last lap by 121.65 here at Crandon. What do you think the keys to the race are going to be tonight, James, as we're watching them go through practice?
It's going to be another game of survival. This track is so difficult. There's so many corners to get wrong. So many, like if you just get turn 2 and turn 3 just a little bit wrong, you turn in just a little too soon, you can send yourself barrel rolling into the forest. So just making sure you're consistent, you're precise on your marks, that's going to be the key to finishing, let alone finishing first.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be interesting. As you know, we went kind of from a small track last week to now the beast of Crandon. I think it'll also be interesting going from the rolling starts we've been doing at the other tracks to now the famous Crandon Land Rush start. What do you think that's going to do for these drivers, changing it up a little bit this week?
Well, the Land Rush start always seems to bring chaos. You know, you have it's hard enough to keep your truck safe when you're going 3 wide, and now having to deal with going 6, 7, 8 wide, funneling down into a pretty narrow stretch of track. As you can imagine, a lot of wrecks and a lot of damage happens. So basically just pray you can get a good enough start, avoid all that, and then settle in after that.
Do a little spray and pray, right? Hope for the best. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You know, I was looking at the entry list tonight, and we actually have 21 drivers, which I think that is so far the most we've had show up for any of our events. So the league is definitely growing, and I think it's going to be getting interesting here very soon. We do have it set for 22 vehicles to start the race tonight, and we're flirting with that number right now. So somebody might be going home if they jump in here late.
That's awesome to see. You love to see new leagues like this continue to grow and get consistent, steady participation.
Absolutely. Let's see. Looks like Nathan Matoxen's still on top of the board with a 117.9. And he looks like he might have done like a one and done and pulled it off for and saving it for the rest of the heat races here. Here's Steve Harwood out running in the number 83 Steel Machine. Man, that looks like Tony the Tiger right there. He's He's got it rocking out there right now. Sitting in that 4th position with a 1:18.76. So he's definitely getting faster. Was sitting about 6th or 7th down earlier, just a few laps ago. So track might be starting to come in here, and I think it's going to be good. Crandon's always a fun race. I feel like the flow of this track is so great. And, anybody can run this track, but to run this track fast is a whole nother story. You can definitely get around it, but can you get around it fast? That is the key.
Yeah, it's easy to gain seconds. It's impossible to gain those last couple tenths. You just need to be inch perfect, putting the truck exactly where you be on command. That's why if you're good at Crandon, it just speaks to your overall skill set, because it's pretty easy to be mediocre.
100%.
I can relate to that personally.
Absolutely. Well, Anthony Jane's on screen right now, rocking the AMX Racing paint scheme there. And I tell you what, if you watch this Pro 2 make its way around, I know that you have a lot of experience in the Pro Lights as well as the Pro 2s. It looks like this thing is set on dig tonight. He has definitely got her low, and it is soaking up all the bumps. It appears to be anyway. So I think he's definitely going to be one to watch tonight. We also have Josh Edmondson out there, not on track currently, but he holds a professional license. So definitely good to see him come out, and he'll be running in the Pro 2 class as well. So I think the Pro 2 class is definitely one that is growing here. I was wondering how that was going to take off. Trying to convince people to run a Pro 2 against Pro 4s can be intimidating, but I think that they could be just as fast. What do you think?
It's definitely not intimidating for Josh. Josh is pretty much the GOAT when it comes to Pro 2. Like, I've been in many of a Pro 2 race with him, but I don't think you can realistically call them races, because for a race to happen, the cars kind of need to battle, and yeah, it was pretty much over from turn 1. Just green, and oh look, he's already ahead by 10 seconds.
Absolutely, he'll definitely get away. He's got a lot of things going. Another promoter as well, with his own leagues that he runs, and it's awesome to see him come out here and show some love for Top Box, and join us out here on a Wednesday night. Super glad to have him. So with the format that we're going to run tonight, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to make sure that the Pro 2s get put out in front of the Pro 4s. So the Pro 4s will not get a qualifying session to ensure that they start behind the Pro 2s. And then we will have the Pro 2s get a 40, what is it, Cody? How many seconds head start are we going to go with tonight?
It'll be a 40-second head start.
So 40-second head start for the Pro 2s, and then we'll unleash the beasts and see if they can chase down the Pro 2s. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. And also, when we come to the competition caution tonight here in the main event, I believe we will be doing something similar to that, giving the Pro 2s a chance to bunch back up, but then we'll be giving them an additional lead. Is that correct, Cody?
Yes, sir. So the restart zone, the Pro 4s will stay in the back. The Pro 2s will take off until they hit the restart zone, and then we will send off the Pro 4s to their restart.
There you go. So for everybody at home, it is going to look a little bit different than what we have been seeing here in the past, but it should be interesting to say the least, as these Pro 4s are absolute monsters here at Crandon, and see if they can even chase down the slowest of Pro 2s. I think it's still going to be a challenge for the fastest Pro 4s to gain that much track up on the Pro 2s. It'll be interesting for sure. Dominic Mendoza out there right now, the number 13. He's sitting 16th fastest on the field. Rocking a Clay Erickson paint job right there. Taylor Vandenbush, Just a Trim Lawn Service, number 89. Getting it done there in the Pro 2. He's trying to get some practice laps in, sitting in the 18th position currently overall. Lots of new names, lots of new faces out here tonight, and super glad to see it, like I said before, and I think it's going to be great. We're sitting here with about a minute and a half left here in practice, and then we'll be rocking and rolling and getting this program started. Following along with Drew Salgado right there in the white and black. Custom off-road design split down the middle. Looking good there. High contrast paint scheme.
I like it. Reminds me of the old Spy versus Spy bits from Mad TV.
Absolutely, man. It does, doesn't it? It gives you that vibe for sure.
It's cool.
Super basic, but looks super clean, super good, you know. Definitely for sure. John Nix rocking a new paint scheme out there. We knocked that one out earlier this week. Works Graphics. John Nix looks to be the only truck on the track right now. Getting some love on screen. He's sitting 10th fastest, rocking a 118.72. Looks like the track is getting ready to flip over for qualifying. And the admins will need to remind the Pro 4 drivers not to go out. All right, so qualifying currently going on right now. We're going to check in here and see, make sure the Pro 4s are not running. So Cameron Mageshik out there right now. Solid looking truck right there in the Pro 2. He's going to take his warm-up lap right now. So Mageshik out there. Also Sean Winkler loading up right there in the Pro 2. Rocking the Racecraft paint scheme.
Very understated scheme. Very nice, very subtle.
Very clean. Sometimes that's nice, you know, the wild stuff, that's really awesome to see as well on these trucks. But sometimes all you need is a plain color and just get it done. You know what I mean? Keep it clean, keep it good. No, you can't. All your paint schemes are all crazy, 3 colors, all bright, smack you in the face.
Obscene garbage that you can see from Jupiter.
From space, yeah, for sure. So let's see. I don't see... Oh, Taylor Vandenbush out there on the track now as well. Don't see a whole lot of the Pro 2s jumping out for qualifying, so hopefully they get out there. Josh Edmondson on track as well. Solid looking paint there as well. I believe that's a Zach Knowles design right there. Greg Johnson out there. There's a Watson paint scheme for you.
Yes, yeah, there it is. There's the abstract WTF.
He has no sponsors on it? Looks like that one wasn't done getting painted yet.
Nah, it's abstract design we're trying out.
There you go. Anthony James. Let's see as we start to get these guys throwing down in a Pro 2. What? 119.86 for Josh Edmondson. Vandenbush throwing down a 120.79 in second. Anthony James sitting in third right now with a 120.89. Eric Whitner stepping up from Pro 4 over to the Pro 2s. Still competitive with the 121.19. Sean Winkler sitting fifth, 121.24. Cameron Mageshik right now, a 121.01. Letting these Pro 2s get wound up here. We have about 30 seconds left here in the in the qualifying session to get these guys a good spot. Mageshik trying to improve his position from where he was. Now Greg Johnson going into the third position. I guess that abstract paint worked for him. 120.87. He's going to put it third on the grid, just ahead of Anthony James. Mageshik still trying to get his lap done. Looks like he did. He'll have a 121.96. Heat races are coming in now. They're taken to the grid with Anthony James leading them out. Then it's going to be Cameron Mageshik, Corey Skiles, Paul Vitale, I don't know if I pronounced that right, Clay Erickson with another split paint job, and Damian Bowers rounding out the field. We're waiting for Anthony James and Damian Bowers to take to the track. This will be a good spot here to see as we are going to get ready to release the Pro 2s, I believe, here in heat race number 1. All right, looks like everybody has taken to the field. So it's Anthony James, Cameron Mageshik, Corey Skiles, Paul Vitale, Chris Erickson, and Damian Bowers. Looks like we had a Pro 4 leave with the Pro 2s.
Yeah,
I knew that was going to mess somebody up. So the Pro 2s take off on the track right now. You've got, let's see, it is Josh Edmondson. I missed Josh. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, bud. He is out front as it stands. You can see the split there, the gap back to Anthony James. We should be releasing the hounds here. Skiles is going to get it back up. He is working hard here. Flashing back up front. Cameron Mageshik right there trying to chase down the top 3. James trying to reel in Josh Edmondson. Can he get there? Nice lines out of both of those trucks. Let's see. It looks like we have released the hounds. So here come the Pro 4s. Clay Erickson going to be taking the lead for the Pro 4 trucks. Trying to find a camera that fits well. Kind of zoomed in. There we go. So the Pro 4s have taken to the track now. Damian Bowers there in the Heartbeat of America running on the inside of Clay Erickson. Side by side. That is something that Corey Skiles likes to see. And Paul Vitale rounding out the field. We're going to flash back up front. Josh Edmondson, just as you called it, is starting to stretch out over Anthony James. How much of a gap do you think there'll be by the end of the race?
I think they're going to get pretty close to the rest of the Pro 2 field. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to pass the entire Pro 2 field. I don't know. I could be wrong. I usually am.
Well, it will be interesting. Here they come. Clay Erickson leading the way for the Pro 4s in the red and blue. Oh, hard hit there. Little clean out from Damian Bowers.
They're not going to catch him doing stuff like that.
No, they are not. Erickson still out front trying to hold off Vitale. He pulls up into the second position for the Pro 4s. 5th overall. Flashing back up front. James still trying to reel in Josh Edmondson. The gap right now sitting at 1.6 seconds, I believe. It looks like here. So James still trying to make something happen. And let's flash back. Clay Erickson right there. Paul Vitale still on his tail. Side-by-side battle right now for the third position for Pro 4s. Corey Skiles racing right there next to Damian Bowers. Well, I tell you what, everything here is freezing up, folks. I apologize. I thought we had it all figured out. Been working with the SDK folks, and we are still having some timing issues. Clay Erickson out front in the Pro 4s. Take it over for a second, James.
Yep, got it. Oh, someone on pit road. I need to do a little bit of research. Yes, Paul Vitale on pit road. Interesting. That's a shame. He must not have put enough fuel in. Getting back to the race at hand. Decent gaps in between from the leaders of both classes. Nothing too crazy going on here. Just settling in and trying to get the most consistent lap times you can. Again, this track needs all of your focus.
Josh Edmondson still leading the way. Anthony James running in that second position. The gap now is 2.2 seconds. Then we flash back to Cameron McGeshik, still holding on to that third position for the Pro 2s. Not able to hold on to the leaders. Clay Erickson trying to catch up here. Looks like he has a small breakaway from Corey Skiles. Corey Skiles running in that second position in the Pro 4 class, 5th overall. Damian Bowers sitting in the third position, 6th overall. And Vitale looks like he's back out on pit road. Rounding it up right there. Edmondson taking your win. Anthony James taking second. Cameron McGeshik in third.
Dominant performance by Josh out there.
I tell you what, he is one of the GOATs, that is for sure. Flashing back to the Pro 4s, they didn't have much of a chance. I guess it is still green flag. I thought I saw the white flag. My apologies, folks. Skiles now making a move for that lead in the Pro 4 class. Can Erickson hold him off? Skiles putting the pressure on that Premier Racing Setups truck. Erickson holding him off so far. Whoa! Damian Bowers Bicycles puts it up on two wheels. He has fallen back now. Bowers there in the heartbeat of America. Josh Edmondson still out front. White flag is out now. Sorry about that, folks. I called that way early. Edmondson just out putting on a clinic. And Anthony James trying to get back up to him, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch up to him. McGeshik out there trying to get better each and every lap here as he goes by, improving his time. He set his fast lap last lap with a 1:19.90. So here comes Clay Erickson. He's still holding off Skiles, but for how long? Skiles is right there. Edmondson just about done here as he is coming around for the checkered flag. Edmondson going to get it done. Anthony James right there. He did catch up to him slightly. McGeshik. Woo! McGeshik battling right there with Vital. So Vital going a lap down to the Pro 2 class. You don't see that very often, do you?
No, that's something.
He did go into the pits, though. He did have that pit road incident there. So
yes,
Erickson and Skiles battling it out. Skiles now taking it over. Let's see. This is going to be close as they come down. Wow, Skiles with a much better line down there through the corner. They're getting ready to come across a checkered flag. Erickson might be having some issues here with his internet. Erickson gonna hold him off with the last turn pass in front of Skiles. Wow, that one was close there. It is definitely going to be interesting to see. Second heat race now getting lined up here. This one, Taylor Vandenbush, Eric Whitner, Drake Matag, Nathan Matoxen, Levi DeCayrell, Braden Ward, and Drew Salgado. So this should be a good one as well. Looks like we're waiting for one truck to show up here. Looks like we are waiting for Levi to show up. He might not be making it into this race.
Ready, green, green, green.
Sounds like the green flag is out for the two Pro 2s here in this one. Taylor Vandenbush and Eric Whitner. Whitner trying to make a move there on the inside. They are side by side. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I think these drivers definitely have a capability to... there's another split paint job. I have not seen this many split paint jobs in like a long time. Drake Matag out front right now, normally running a Pro 2, so not sure what the admins are doing about that one. That'll be interesting to see. Drake Matag as leading over Nathan Matoxin. Matoxin sitting in that second spot for the Pro 4s. Drew Salgado in third. Braden Ward back to the pits. Not sure what happened there. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Here we go. Oh.
Oof.
Oh, man. Just stepped on his wiener. I hate it when that happens. Tough break for Brady right there. He is sitting, believe top 3 in the Pro 4s, so he is getting it done. Right now, Taylor Vandenbush out front in that number 89 machine, trying to pull away from Eric Whitner. Whitner not ready to let him go yet, though. They are flying, as it says. We're coming around for the completion of lap number 1. We'll get you some lap times here. Looks like a 2:14 from Vandenbush with the start and a 2:15.52. So we're sitting at about a 0.73 gap. And now Whitner closing that gap a little bit. Drake Matag driving away from Nathan Matoxin. Matoxin trying to reel him in. Let's see if he can get it done. So here come your Pro 4s. Drew Salgado not close enough to make a move on Nathan Matoxin yet. These guys definitely getting spread out, which is kind of surprising to see. Brady back out on track. Here are your Pro 2 leaders right here, first and second place. Whitner back now about 1.3 seconds from your leader. Pro 4s right here. Drake Matag still holding it down up front. Nathan Matoxin not able to do much with him at the moment. Unfortunately, about 1.68 seconds back.
Yeah, just a steady gap. He's trying, but just having trouble really trying to break through.
No Levi still. So Drew Salgado right there sitting in the 6th position overall. Sitting in 3rd in the Pro 4s. He is just getting some laps down right now. Braden Ward out there trying to get caught back up. He is way behind. Vandenbush still out front right now at the moment. Whitner in his debut in the Pro 2 stepped up from the Pro 4 class. One of those Nitro Circus next level racing boys. He is trying to reel in Vandenbush if he can get to him.
Yeah, he's doing a really fine job. You know, Taylor is as experienced as they come when it comes to the Pro 2. So being able to hold with him this close, it's pretty impressive.
For sure. I mean, you know, Vandenbush, another one of those that's just been running these forever, for a long time. Has been with it, you know, since it came onto the service. I believe he was one of the first, you know, guys that's been there from the very beginning. So he definitely has his time in, and Vandenbush definitely showing what he's got at the moment. It'll be interesting to see how him and Edmondson line up for the feature. To see, I think that's going to be one hell of a battle.
I agree.
I mean, Vandenbush turning the same types of times that that Edmondson was running in his heat race, just a few tenths off. So it should be very interesting to see. I am still working, folks, on trying to get the broadcast caught back up. I've reached out to the folks that run the service, so hopefully we'll have that picking up here any minute. I do apologize for that. But right now, Taylor Vandenbush out front, Eric Whitner in second, Drake Matag sitting in third, but first for the Pro 4s. Nathan Matoxen in that fourth position, second in the Pro 4s. Drew Salgado third in the Pro 4s, fifth overall. And Braden just about ready to get lapped, it looks like, by Drake Matag, with a tough break early on in the race and having to make a pit stop. This one's going to be winding down here soon. Running out of time for Eric Whitner. He is trying to reel him back in. It is sitting at about 2.94 second gap with the white flag coming out this lap. Last time by. Let's see if he can do anything with it. My tag running a 1:18.3 was his best. So he is trying to close the gap on the Pro 2s. Jumping out over Matoxen by about 2.6 seconds right now. Matoxen trying an alternate line there, running up a little bit higher, trying to keep those right side tires in the good stuff. I don't know that he's going to have enough. He is trying to reel him in, but he's still back about 2.53 seconds. Going back to Drew Salgado right there, sitting in third in the Pro 4s.
Oh!
A little bit of announcer's curse there. Sorry about that, Drew.
It's fine. He still got the fender on it.
As soon as I said his name, he smacked the wall. Taylor Vandenbush going to take home the win. Eric Whitner coming home in second. First for the Pro 4 is going to be Drake Matag. Nathan Matoxen coming home second in the Pro 4s. Drew Salgado in third. And Braden Ward getting a little bump start there from Nathan Matoxen. Looks like we have a third heat race lining up.
Green flag, green flag.
Yes, we do.
Pro 2s are off and running. That is Greg Johnson right there in the abstract paint air quotes for Team Watson Racing Setups. And Sean Winkler in that black racecraft machine. Wow, look at these guys mixing it up. Yahtzee as they go over the jump there. They are mixing it up. That is going to be a tight race, I do believe. Pro 4 should be rocking and rolling now. Here we go. The Hornet's Nest coming at you. Steve Harwood, John Nix. Harwood there in the number 83. John Nix in the number 29. And then Brandon Stover in the number 719. Gilboa Motorsports. He's trying to make a move on Nix now. Nix trying to run a little bit of a conservative line there as they cross the start-finish line. Nix getting a little twisted. Stover going to try and make it happen. He's going to complete the pass for second place. Who is this Brandon Stover guy in the number 719? He is trying to chase down Steve Harwood. Harwood now in the Tony the Tiger steel truck paint job right there. Even the front eyes, or the front end looks like eyes on it. Getting it done right now in the Pro 4s. Flashback up to the Pro 2s. Greg Johnson still doing a great job of holding off Sean Winkler. Winkler trying to make a move on the inside as they go through the S-corners. Johnson still your leader. Winkler right behind. Winkler having the patience and resolve to just follow for the moment. I think he's looking for a mistake from Greg Johnson, and Greg might not make that mistake in time. Going to make a little bit of light contact there, not even enough to scuff the bumper or the fender.
That's fine. That probably wasn't even a 0x.
Yeah, I don't think it was, honestly. It looked like it was pretty close. I don't know if they actually made contact, though. Harwood now trying to pull out. He's about 1.67 seconds over Stover. Stover trying to get it done there. Flashing back up front. This is probably the closest battle here on the track right now. Greg Johnson has it. Sean Winkler wants it. And we're talking about the lead here for the Pro 2 and overall. Winkler trying to make something happen, trying to put the pressure on Johnson to make a mistake. He hasn't made a serious one yet. Just slight little bobbles, if anything. Not enough for Winkler to capitalize. Winkler is there, but
he got out of the groove a little bit. That's going to cost him some time coming into the corner where you don't want to be losing time.
Little contact the last time by, possibly, but this time by definitely clean. Nose to tail.
Sean did a great job. He was up on the embankment trying to avoid just completely plowed into Greg.
And that's that great sportsmanship. And, you know, we like to see that here in this league with keeping it as clean. You know, we understand that rubbing is racing. However, we don't need a demolition derby out there. And he definitely could have cleaned him out if he wanted to. So the gap between the Pro 4s to the Pro 2s right now, Sean Winkler is sitting about 32 seconds back from your leaders. I'm sorry, Steve Harwood. Did I say Sean Winkler? I did. They are about 32 seconds back from the Pro 2s. Don't think that they're going to be able to complete that. Stover still holding down that second position. In that Gilboa Motorsports, John Nix sitting in that third position. What were you saying, bud?
I was just gonna say they're all in their own little world right now. How it's gonna take a monumental set, a couple laps for the Pro 4s to catch up.
Right. Here's a name I haven't said a whole lot about tonight. Rogelio Rivas. They're in the 7-Eleven Fox Shocks machine. He is trying to catch up to Stover. And Dominic Mendoza retiring early from this heat race. Oh no! Stover just went off track.
Whoa.
Yikers. He was sitting in a good spot too. So that's going to put Rogelio Rivas up into the 3rd position for the Pro 4 class. John Nix still running with a gap in front and behind. He is just putting in laps at the moment. Harwood with a little bit of a worn out truck. Hopefully they can get that fixed by the time they go into the main event with some fresh body panels.
It's fine. You know how many times the body panels come off of that thing?
I
They've got
know,
plenty
right?
of replacements.
Thank God all you have to do is hit a button and it fixes it, right?
Right?
Oh, look at this. They are still battling. Winkler not giving an ounce to Johnson. Johnson having to work for it here in this one. Probably the closest battle we've seen in either class all night. Winkler with a shot on the inside. Couldn't get it done. Definitely gets woed up to make sure that he doesn't take either one of those trucks out. Oh, they're getting a run. Winkler is right there. Can he make a move here? He's looking to the outside possibly. Scrubbing off a lot of speed, it looks like. Well, he might have gotten he was trying for the crisscross there, wasn't he? Trying to cross him up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little too much ground to make up. Ooh, puts the nose in.
Oh! Well, I can tell you, Greg Johnson knows he is there with the white flag coming out on track. Johnson is doing everything he can right now to hold him off, I feel like. These two are throwing it down, leaving it all out here on the track. Steve Harwood, now the gap is up to 26 seconds, so he is reeling them in. However, he is not going to get there as the white flag is out now. But the leader right there for the Pro 4s, second place is John Nix. Rogelio Rivas sitting in 3rd. He's trying to make up some points. And then Brandon Stover. Stover trying to battle back. And he might have a chance to get to him if Rogelio makes a mistake. We got to see a little bit more of this Pro 2 battle up here as we flash back up front. The number 150, Greg Johnson, as they are getting ready to come into the checkered flag. This is going to be a close one. Holy cow, guys. Winkler made a move the last time, got his nose in on this very corner. Can he do it? Johnson closes the door. Solid run right there for Greg Johnson. And Team Watson Racing setup. Sean Winkler going to come in second in the Racecraft Academy entry. Steve Harwood still has about a 25-second gap to get up to the start-finish line. That is a solid-looking truck. I like that truck. Whoever painted that truck, great job. Kudos. It looks sick. The number 83 of Steve Harwood. Cruising it in there for the win in the Pro 4s. John Nix in second. And Rogelio Rivas going to hold on to the 3rd position for the Pro 4s. We are getting ready to jump into warm-up right now. We are going to pause for the cause and watch some warm-ups here as they get out on track. All right, folks, we are back. We are getting ready to get gridded up here for the main event. What do you think, James?
I think we're going to be in for. Well, I think it's going to go cleaner a little bit since we're going to have the gap to the two classes, but we're still going to see a whole lot of Crandon, Land Rush, chaotic goodness.
Yeah, it should be interesting as it looks like the Pro 4s are getting lined up on track right now. And did it work? I don't see any Pro 2s yet on track.
Flag.
Am I not live?
I do not think you are.
There they are. They were up front. Sorry. I don't understand what happened there, but we are here. Edmondson gonna jump out to the early lead. Oh, Mageshik!
Oh God.
Oh my God, we just killed somebody. Send an ambulance, send an ambulance. Mageshik upside down. I believe, who else was involved in that one? I didn't even see, didn't catch it all.
Well, it's a good thing we have the comp caution.
Yeah, for sure. Well, here we go. We are going back up front with the Pro 4s, trying to chase them down. There is your Pro 4 leader. That camera is too close.
Nothing wrong with a little zoom.
That's great for the sponsors, right?
Exactly.
Drake Matag out front for the Pro 4 class. They are trying to reel in the Pro 2s. Let's see here. Oh, Harwood battling with Ward right there. My kid getting shoved around, beat around. He is beating around. He's beating people up. They're beating him up. They're getting around the track, kinda. Clay Erickson now looking to make a move on Brady now. Let's see. Your leader out front for the Pro 2s. And look who's in second right there. Wow, my scoring is not correct here. Whitner sitting in that third position. Taylor Vandenbush fourth. Greg Johnson.
Oh boy.
Oh, Johnson was involved in that accident there. Now Matag going to have to work his way around. This would have been a good battle between two Pro 2 trucks. However, Matag bringing out the Pro 4 this week. Going to have to take a penalty on that one, it sounds like. Talking to the officials. Now, we did a different gap here when we came to the start. Is that correct?
A little bit, yes. Woo. Someone
Jamie
came
and
out of
Bowers.
the pit pot.
Wow, sends it in there hot. He's letting everybody get around him here. Yikes, bikes. All right. So that could have been bad, but I think we've got it worked out. So Drake Matag right there, your leader for the Pro 4s. Braden Ward sitting in that second spot. Steve Harwood right on his heels, though. And then you've got Clay Erickson. This is actually going to turn out to be a good race for the Pro 4 class, I believe. These drivers pretty close in skill level. Of course, you've got Matag out front. However, I do believe he'll be penalized. That won't count the same as the regular race, I believe. So the battle right now for the Pro 4s is actually between... Oh, wow. How did he hold on to that one? Brady Ward, Steve Harwood, Clay Erickson, and then Corey Skiles trying to throw his name in the hat. That truck has seen better days, though. Yikes. That almost looks like he's ready for the sand dunes if he just knocks a couple more fenders off it. He'll have a dune buggy out there. Brandon Stover trying to get caught up to Skiles. Rogelio Rivas, he had some problems early on there. Here are your leaders out on track. Josh Edmondson out front. Winkler sitting in that second position. Eric Whitner in his debut sitting in the third position in the Pro 2. Vandenbush having to work to get around him. This is going to be a good battle here, actually, I do believe. Whitner, more of a new guy, has a lot of dirt oval experience. Kind of newer to these trucks. Does not have the same time that Vandenbush does, that is for sure. They're going to get together. Little bit of contact. So Vandenbush definitely having to work his butt off to try and get around Whitner. Whitner making that 8-foot wide truck 16 feet wide as it goes to round the track here. Vandenbush sticking his nose in on every corner. Can't get it done at the moment. Here we go. Now they're trying to get a run. Still can't get it done. Anthony James right there in the 217. He is now mixing it up with Vandenbush. Gets a little bit of a right fender. Oh, that is not going to be good.
Spicy.
I believe there's going to be a little bit of love lost there between Taylor Vandenbush and Eric Whitner. Yikes. That one will be interesting to see what the admins decide on that. Yikers. That did not look very good, to say the least there.
No, it did not.
So, flashing back to the Pro 4s, there is Drake Matag just checked out. Brady Ward right there running in that second position. Now Harwood separated back just a little bit by about 1.5 seconds or so. Then you've got Clay Erickson. Look at that shot. That was a beautiful shot as we picked it up at the right time. Clay Erickson coming around that corner. He is trying to reel in Harwood. He is about 3.8 seconds back. So as you can see, there is quite a distance between Drake Matag, your leader in the Pro 4s, and Brady Ward sitting in second. Harwood a close third. And then it flashes back to Clay Erickson and Skiles. Skiles definitely going to be looking for some used car parts. It looks like they had a garage sale or a yard sale down in turn number 3 where Skiles got into the issue. Let's flash back up front here with Josh Edmondson still out front. That Next Level Racing crew right there, sponsored by Nitro Circus. He is still out front, but look at Winkler. Winkler putting on a show tonight. He doesn't need all the fancy graphics. He doesn't need the sweet paint job. He's just going to get it done in the old murdered out flat black truck, and he is getting ready to rock it here, trying to reel in Josh Edmondson as we get ready to come down. Looks like comp caution here. So we are going to get them all bunched back up by class. This is going to get interesting here for the second half. What do you think, James?
I think so. I think now that the nonsense from the Land Rush start is out of the way, a lot of guys have new life breathe into them, so I'm curious to see what they're going to do.
For sure. They are getting the Pro 2s bunched back up. Looks like Anthony Jane's going to go get a lap back here, and he is going to get lined back up with the Pro 2s. Let's see as they were racing back to the flag. I believe they are all stopped as well. So the Pro 4s are going to get lined up separately from the Pro 2s, and then we will release the Pro 2s, and then we will release the Hounds, and the Pro 4s will try and make a gap. Try and close the gap, I should say. Looks like Greg Johnson, he might have been getting a lap back there as well, as it's showing him currently in that 7th position. He's going to get caught back up with the Pro 2s. Hopefully everybody comes to a stop and we don't tear up too many trucks here on the live broadcast. Should be seeing the Pro 2s rolling out here any second. Your leader overall and of the Pro 2 class, right there, Josh Edmondson. We should be releasing them soon. Is that correct, Cody? Do we have a? Have we figured out what we're doing here for the start yet?
Waiting for the last couple of drivers to get out of the pits.
Gotcha. Well, you heard it right there, folks, from the race director himself. Cody has his hands full tonight. A little bit of drama going on. A little bit of drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G, Cody. But you are the man tonight and have to deal with it. So,
Pro shizzle.
all we have to do is talk in the mic, right, James? And we've got it. We've got it easy tonight.
Yes, sir.
So I think that we'll be seeing a 15 or a 20-second gap as we go back to green flag racing here from the Pro 2s. I believe that's what was decided, right? All right, Pro 2s are rolling out. The Pro 2s will be rolling up to the starting line, or the restart zone, I should say. And we will be calling it out green here. Cody, if you can unmute your mic when you call green flag on the track, that way everybody at home will get that experience as well. That'll be awesome. Pro 2s are going to get ready to light them up here any moment as they are coming down to close to the green flag zone.
Green.
You heard it right there, folks. The green flag is out for the Pro 2 class. This Hornet's Nest has just been hit, and we are setting them out and about. Edmondson still holding him down, but with that re-racking and restacking of the grid, it should be getting good here. As you can see, all 6 trucks down and around the corner, all in one screenshot. That was badass. Sweet little camera angle, watching all these guys getting after it. Little bit of problems, small bobbles, but we've got it back. I believe Whitner was involved in that one. Pro 4s, you heard it, folks. They are going back to green flag as well. My Tag trying to run away with this one. Braden Ward sitting in that second position. Steve Harwood, then Clay Erickson, Paul Vitale. Haven't seen him lately. Let's focus on him for a second. Give him a little bit of love here. Vitale right there. I believe he is sitting in the 4th position. John Nix right behind him in that brand new paint scheme. Trying to hopefully get some good luck from that guy. Flashing back up front because I got to see this battle. Right back to it. Winkler battling with Edmondson. Winkler now reeling him in. Look at that. The gap is actually shrinking down to a 0.4. 0.4 of a second separate your top 2. But look at all of these guys just getting after it. These Pro 2s, not an easy task to get around the track, is it?
No, sir. You've got a lot of horsepower and not a whole lot of grip to do it. You're basically just, you know, a controlled slide throughout the entire track, where a Pro 4 pretty much just point and shoot.
Yeah, it's like controlled chaos. You know, you're just hoping that you can keep it underneath you. And that is what Eric Whitner is doing right now in that 3rd position in the Pro 2s. Vandenbush, you know, before that competition caution, there was definitely a little bit of love lost. A divorce was filed between Eric Whitner and Taylor Vandenbush. Vandenbush coming back for some alimony right there. Yikes, I told you there was no love lost as those two
He wanted custody of the kids on that hit.
I think he might have gotten custody of the kids right there. There was some alimony exchange, and Anthony James sitting in the catbird seat just like, hey, guys, hope you figured this out, but do it not in front of me. James trying to make something happen. He's working on the inside of Vandenbush right there. Now Johnson dropping back. Not sure if he's having some issues with equipment or might have missed the setup here in the main event.
I'm willing to bet he's got some engine damage because in that initial wreck on lap 1, he T-boned someone at full speed.
Gotcha. Yep. Well, that'll do it, you know.
Yeah.
Let's flash back here to the Pro 4s. There's Drake Bytag out front. Braden Ward sitting in that second position. Cody, I think what we're going to have to do is we'll keep the top 4 from the Pro 4 class until we figure out what we're doing for interviews is what I'm saying for the broadcast here tonight. We'll keep the top 4 Pro 4 trucks out on track to do interviews with all of those guys. As the Drake Matag situation gets handled, we'll make sure that the broadcast is good, though. Edmondson still out front. Winkler sitting in that second position. The gap is now to a 0.7. So Edmondson starting to creep away.
Things are getting spicy in the in-game chat.
Oh boy. Well, you know, it is what it is sometimes. Anthony James right there battling. Look at this battle here between Eric Whitner. He was able to, James getting past Vandenbush and then puts it in the wall right in front of Vandenbush. Vandenbush cannot catch a break tonight. He is trying with all his might to get up there. Now it looks like Johnson, with that injured truck, able to make it past Vandenbush. So that just shows you how tight this race is for, like, what is that, 3rd through 6th place here in the Pro 2 division. There's a series of events. Now your new leader for the Pro 4s, Braden Ward out front, taking it over from Drake Matag. Matag must have had one heck of a bobble because he was out a ways on Braden. Sitting in 3rd right now is Erickson. He just went for a little bit of a bicycle, able to catch it. Steve Harwood still looking. Ooh, good job by Harwood avoiding Erickson there. Not cleaning his clock. That is definitely appreciated. I know Erickson was probably watching his rear view going, oh. You get that little bit of a pucker factor as that little butthole grabs a hold of the seat there.
Yeah, your watch like, now.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. When's it coming? And it didn't. So, good job there by Steve Harwood, keeping it clean. Josh Edmondson still out front. Winkler trying everything he can to get caught up here. The gap now 1.54 seconds, but Winkler not giving up. He is still charging as fast as he can. You know, the top speeds for the best laps here in the race, 120.09 for Josh Edmondson in the Pro 2 class and a 120.26 from Winkler. So, you know, these guys, that's not that much of a difference. That's only a few tenths of a second. And in fact, all of the Pro 2 guys are on a 120 pace. That's impressive.
That is obscene.
Going back now to the Pro 4 class once again. Looks like Braden Ward still out front over Drake Mytag. Not sure what happened to Matag. He lost the lead there and then has kind of just been cruising, it looks like. Erickson with one hell of a two-wheeled save there.
White flag in the air.
Oh, there we go. So Josh Edmondson coming around for the white flag. We're still watching the Pro 4s. This right here, the battle for the third position here in the Pro 4 class. Oh, Drake Matag getting past Braden once again. So Mytag going to take back over the lead.
Ooh, yeah.
On the last lap.
He threw one heck of a slide job.
Aha. Edmondson out front. 2.12 seconds over Sean Winkler. Edmondson is ready for the big check. He is looking for a hotel room on Google right now so that he can get checked in because he is checked out of this race over Sean Winkler. Anthony James holding down that third position. Is he going to get on the podium here tonight in the Pro 2 class? Looks like we might be doing some new interviews with some new faces here in Top Box TV and Top Box Racing. So Edmondson going to take the win. Winkler coming home in that second position. Anthony James in third. Taylor Vandenbush coming home in fourth tonight here in the Pro 2s. Fifth is going to be Eric Whitner in his debut in the number 17 Zach Knowles Designs Nitro Circus Next Level Racing Machine. And Greg Johnson rounding out the field for the Pro 2s. Then it's Pro 4s. Here we go. Drake Matag with the win in the Pro 4 class. Braden Ward coming home second. In third is Clay Erickson. Steve Harwood in the fourth position. And Nathan Metoxen in fifth. Metoxen struggling tonight. He had a good start, but then not getting it done. Sixth is going to be John Nix. Seventh, Brandon Stover. Stover losing it there. Rogelio. Yard sale. And then we've got Corey Skiles, Paul Vitale, Damian Bowers, Drew Salgado, Cameron McGeshik, and Dominic Mendoza rounding out the field. What a great race tonight. We are getting the leaders lined up here. Hopefully we can get Steve Harwood into Victory Circle Discord because it looks like he might have pulled off track. He didn't get the memo for the top four. We're going to give these guys just a quick second here to get into Discord so that we can do some interviews. Can one of you guys tag Steve Harwood to at least get him in the Discord? If we can't get him on track, that'll be all right. Perfect. Looks like we are getting people to show up here in Victory Circle, so we are going to jump right into it. Let's see here. Who can we find? The number 217, that is Anthony James coming home in that third position here in the Pro 2 class tonight here for Top Box. Tell us a little bit about that race, man.
Yeah, that was an interesting, crazy race right from the get-go, getting caught up in some shenanigans right off the bat, but and having to going a lap down and having to get a lap back, and that was just crazy, and it was fun.
I tell you what, watching all of you guys throwing down 120s for your best lap there in the feature, all of the Pro 2 class was all throwing down a 120, including your leader, Josh Edmondson, running with some of the best Pro 2 racers here in the league. What would you say? I mean, it looked like a battle for you all night trying to get the trucks around the track.
Yeah, there was the two guys in front of me didn't really care for each other, so and they weren't moving out of the way, so I decided to finally move one dude my teammate, quote unquote, out of the way so I can kind of get around him so they can finagle I was able to get the third. I was really trying to persuade Sean to slow down a little bit, let me race with him, but he said no.
Well, there was definitely some carnage there on the initial start, and yeah, we definitely caught some of the little bit of bad blood there between Vandenbush and Whitner. Hopefully they get that figured out for next week and come back and man, it looked like you were battling and struggling to get by those guys and kind of figure it out, but you did. So who would you like to thank, man? Who helped get you out here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast for this. It'd be fun to go back and watch. Cody for putting on this race tonight, and anyone else who helped them out. And I also like to thank my sponsors, Just Trim Lawn Service, BGM Racing, AMS Motorsports, R&M Automotive, um, RTL Media Productions, and AMX iRacing.
Well, there you go, man. It's super awesome to have you come out, and we're glad that you were able to come out tonight, get on the podium, and the Pro 2 class is definitely getting spicy, and it's great to see, because it's a great battle out there, and you guys are putting on one hell of a show, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Goal was the podium.
There you go. Well, goal achieved. Now you got to do it again next week, right?
Ah, crap.
That is Anthony Chains coming home in the third position in the Pro 2 class. Second place is Sean Winkler. Let's see if we can find him here. And, he's the Sean Winkler. There he is, coming home in the second position, Pro 2 class. The Sean Winkler.
Hey, hello. How are you doing?
How was that race tonight, bud?
Man, it was the second place. It's okay. Josh is on a different planet, so just trying to keep close to him. Otherwise, it was pretty fun. I liked it.
We were talking about, like, you've got Josh's super fancy paint job, and you're all murdered out, just flat black, ready to race, paint scheme.
That's it. It's all business over here, guys. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I see that.
We're racecraft. We're racecraft. We're all racecraft.
You don't need to be all flashy. You're just gonna come in there and get it done. And you almost slid in there for the win. The gap was about 2 seconds there at the end, but you definitely gave Josh a run for his money there in a few different spots during the race. What were the conditions like out there? As you're making your way around.
Well, the conditions were good, and then they kind of got worse, and the track started slicking off, and you don't have a lot of traction in those Pro 2s to begin with, so once it gets a little greasy out there, it's tough to handle. So I just kind of tried to follow Josh's lines the best I could and stay in contact, and maybe I could throw a slider on him, but it wasn't meant to be.
Well, you know what, man? It was awesome watching you guys come out and battle. I mean, like I said to Anthony, watching the Pro 2s out there, it's like a hornet's nest, and you guys were somebody was smacking the tree tonight because there was one hell of a battle. Watching all you guys run was fantastic. You guys were all running 120s. Every
120s.
Pro 2,
okay.
Every Pro 2 set a 120 during the race. So you guys were on pace. Super awesome job. It was fantastic to watch you guys battle out there and leave it all out on the track. Who would you like to thank, man? Who helped get you out here tonight?
Yeah, thanks. Well, I couldn't have done this without Racecraft. So Racecraft Academy, Nitro Circus, NLR team, my guys over there. Yeah, VRS, Husingfeld, 425 Motorsports. You guys for putting on a show. Appreciate it. All my fans in the stands, thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing out there.
Well, your fan in the stands is up there waving back to you right now.
Hi, I'm waving. Yes, this is great. Thank you.
I'm just kidding, man. It's awesome to be able to put on the broadcast and put a spotlight on the community and show off some of the talent that we have here. And watching you guys come out in the Pro 2s is awesome. So thank you very much, man. We're super glad that you were able to make it tonight. And
thank you.
Now you just have to do a podium again next week, right?
I'm going to try. Yeah, I don't know if I'm talent, but I'm out here to have a good time. And, this is Racecraft. It's what we do out here. We just like to go fast.
Racecraft Racer right there, Sean Winkler. Have a great night. Coming home in second. And with the win overall and in the Pro 2 class, the legendary Josh Edmondson.
What's up, Dave?
How are you, bud?
I'm good. I'm good.
You put a clinic on out there.
Yeah, that was a good race. Nice to get out front. The land rush can always be crazy, so to get the whole shot was nice. Able just to run my lines.
Man, I tell you what, you know, I've asked the other two Pro 2s out there, what was it like to get around the track with the conditions? It sounds like it got pretty slick. You know, what does that mean for a Pro 2 with having so much horsepower? How are you able to get it down to the ground for the people at home?
You definitely have to change your line a little bit. You want to either drive across the slick or go to the cushion above it. Your line definitely changes throughout the race in a Pro 2. The Pro 4s can keep going fast and go right through it for a while, but the Pro 2 it changes the line pretty quick. So it's important to recognize when it's getting worn out on the entries of the corners and make that change.
Well, I tell you what, man, how many people are on your team currently?
Man, we got I think 8 total.
Next Level Racing has 8.
Yeah,
And-
we're Nitro Circus, Next Level Racing. Yeah, we got a big group of guys. Guys that do all kinds of different stuff, sprint cars, rallycross, and obviously the trucks, a lot of the trucks. So,
Well, we're super glad that you guys were able to make it out, and come show Top Box some love for sure. And, I know you got so much, like you had said, you guys have so much going on yourselves. It's awesome to have you guys out here, and you guys put on a clinic, man. And even Eric Whitner, he
Yeah.
Pro 2 debut tonight.
yep.
Still brings it home in 5th place. He had a little bit of he made a friend out there in Taylor Van
yeah,
Bush.
sounded like it.
Yeah, those guys are
Yeah.
going to be holding hands here after the race, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. No, they'll
Big
be fine,
hugs.
I'm sure. Oh yeah, they're both competitive guys. Eric being a
For
pro in the
sure.
sprint cars is very competitive. He wants to be up front, and he's definitely new in these things, so he still makes some mistakes, but I'm sure they'll be fine. It's tough to get a hold of these Pro 2s. They take a lot of seat time to really dial in. So I was actually quite surprised he was at where he's at already.
Yeah, I mean, for being his debut in a Pro 2, man, he came out here and definitely represented and showed that he has what it takes to be around for a while. That's for sure. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, for sure. Well, who would you like to thank, man? Who helped get you out here? You mentioned a few of them, but hit them all. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. Well, shout out first Cody putting on the league. It's always cool to see, a bunch of other leagues going up, and then anything with the Pro 2, I'm in. I love it. So, and then you for putting on the broadcast. Excited to go back and check it out. And then of course all the sponsors: Next Level Racing, Pimax VR, and Apex Gaming PCs.
There it is. Josh Edmondson, are you going to make the rest of the schedule, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I'll do the Pro 2 stuff. Definitely enjoy those. So I'm in.
Well, fantastic. Like I said, we're super glad that you were able to come out and for the team to come out and represent so heavily here with Top Box. It's awesome to see you guys come out and definitely finding success, man. You guys are the team to beat. So the elite right there, your winner tonight, Josh Edmondson. Have a great night, brother.
Yep. Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, now we're going over to the Pro 4 class. We're going to bring in the 4th place. We're going to show Tony the Tiger, Steve Harwood. I said Tony the Tiger because your paint job definitely has Tony the Tiger vibes. Coming home in the 4th position tonight, working your ass off in the Pro 4s. What was it like out there?
It wasn't too bad. Kind of a little crazy from what I could hear from the guys behind me, but other than that, I got out front pretty quickly and just kind of stayed away from everybody was the best part.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looked like, there was some stuff going on. A little bit of controlled chaos out there, but overall, man, you had one hell of a night. You had a win, right, for your heat race, I believe, wasn't it?
Yep. I got out front with that too pretty quickly and just kind of drove away from everybody and stayed safe.
Yeah, for sure. You didn't. I don't know that you finished either of the races with all of your body panels in check. However, maybe you just drove fast and some of them just couldn't keep up.
I guess so. I don't know. I didn't even get to look at the replay of anything. I kind of just got out of it because I
Well,
was a little
lucky
upset
for you,
trying to
there's
sit
a
around and play,
whole
but
broadcast you can check out at
yep.
Pushing the Cushion on YouTube. You should subscribe. No, but you guys, you did an awesome job, man. And I was hoping you were going to stay out on track because, with the little Matag mess up there, we don't know exactly how that's going to play out. So, wanted to give you a little bit of love, show you a little bit of attention. You did a great job in the heat race win and coming home in 4th place tonight. As it stands right now, who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight?
I'd like to thank you guys for putting this on. Cody for helping go through everything with everybody kind of arguing with about stuff, but kind of put up with everything. Honestly, Nick Wilhouse for getting me into this and helping me out, being able to race and everything. My girlfriend for letting my sim racer be in the living room, I guess, and that's about it.
That's a lot of love right there, brother. She loves you a lot if you got that stuff in
Yep.
the living room. Well, Wellhouse out there watching in TV land tonight, so he definitely was able to see what you were doing, and it was awesome having you come out, man. And hopefully you can get on the podium again next week, huh?
Yeah, we'll give it another shot.
Well, there you go. That is Steve Harwood coming home in the 4th position in the Pro 4s tonight. Coming home in third place in the Pro 4s as it stands right now, Mr. Clay Erickson.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely you. What did you think of that race tonight?
I actually wasn't expecting to be third, so kind of shocked. I don't really like Pro Force, but here we are.
Well, some would argue then you shouldn't probably race them because, if you don't like them, why run them?
I had nothing better to do, and is either broadcast or race, so I chose racing.
That's awesome. We almost had another guest announcer, Clay Erickson, in the booth. But you made it to the booth anyway.
Yeah, that is true. It's a good spot to be at the end of the night, especially with that melee.
Yeah, there was a little bit of drama out there, but you were able to make it around and make it through, and worked your way up through the pack. How was it out there tonight? With the Crandon land rush start, what did you think of that?
That's my favorite track to do. I've always loved the land rush, and as long as you make it through the first turn, you're pretty much set for the rest of the race.
Right? Absolutely, man. Well, who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight?
Thank you guys for putting the race on. Ericsson Enterprises, KMC Wheels, Ford Performance, and that's about it.
Works Graphics. Yeah, no, for sure. Awesome. And Pushing the Cushion Productions. Yep. That's another good one that you should definitely represent. I agree.
Dirt Mafia Esports too for doing them all.
There you go. Fantastic. Clay Erickson coming home in 3rd position tonight. Are we going to see more of you throughout the series?
Yeah, probably. I got nothing better to do on Wednesday, so we'll be back next week.
Nothing better to do. Well, we are glad that now you have something to do on Wednesday nights, and look forward to hopefully doing another interview with you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you guys.
All right. That's Clay Erickson coming home in the 3rd position. Coming home in 2nd tonight, a guy I have never met in person, Braden Ward. How are you, bud?
Pretty upset.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen sometimes. Coming home in 2nd place tonight, what'd you think of the race? How did it go for you?
I mean, it went pretty good. We got through turn 1 clean. I really love the land rush. I usually get screwed over. Got it through it clean, just battling with Drake, and unfortunately it happens. Unfortunately, he was in Pro 4 when he was supposed to be Pro 2.
Right.
Um,
Admin's going to work on that.
I talked to him about it. He said he thought he was going to be clear. He obviously wasn't. So it just sucks to lose a race like that.
Well, sometimes it is what it is. It looked like you had a tough time in your heat race. Tell us a little bit about that.
I got into, I think it was Drew something. I'm butchering his last name probably.
Salgado.
Yeah, Salgado. I got into him and looped it, and I was flustered, just hit the gas, and there was a berm. So had a lot to come back from.
Gotcha.
And,
Well,
yeah.
sitting up towards the top here in top box for the points, what's it like to? Are you thinking about running every week for the win, or are you thinking more as far as season points go? What goes through your mind?
Obviously, I want to be running for wins every week, but realistically, I'm thinking big picture because I really do want to take Cody's money.
Well, there you go. The only way to take Cody's money is to come home on the podium. Tonight it is second place for my boy. Great job. You looked awesome. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight besides your dear old dad?
First, no. I'd like to thank Works Graphics, Sofa King Fast, Sim Sports, Ericsson Enterprises, and you guys for putting this on.
Esports.
Dirt Mafia Esports, you guys for putting it on. It
Pushing the cushion
brings
production. You're doing
no.
really good. You're doing really
Thank-
good, buddy. You're knocking this out of the
I
park.
just thanked you guys.
I know. I'm just kidding. Well, my kid coming home in the second position tonight. You did one hell of a job. It was awesome watching you battle with Drake. I know there was some stuff there, and we'll wait to see if we're doing another interview with you next week, huh?
Yes, sir.
That is one hell of a picture you have on stream, by the way.
Thank you.
So we'll be fixing that for next week.
No,
That
we will
is Braden Ward coming home in the second position tonight here in the Pro 4 class with the win in Pro 4. Drake, pronounce it for me.
Matag.
That's what I thought. For some reason, I kept flipping back because I couldn't remember if he said my tag or Matag. Tell us a little bit about that one tonight. A little bit of controversy, a little bit of drama, but how overall did the race go for you tonight?
Really good. I was supposed to be loading into the server in a Pro 2, but for some reason it put me in a Pro 4, so I was kind of already thrown off at the beginning of the night. But yeah, it was fun. Had a good start. Just kept it out front, and then my pedals disconnected, and I forgot who it was, but they got by me, and then I had to try and throw a slider in gravel pit, and I thought I was clear, but I wasn't clear, and just clipped it, and somehow survived it, and made it to the finish.
Well, there you go. That was Brady that you were battling with there, but yeah, I mean it was one hell of a. I was wondering what happened because you were out on a gap, and then all of a sudden we flashed back up to the Pro 2 class, came back to the Pro 4 to check in, and you weren't winning anymore. So
Yeah, I guess I didn't have it plugged all the way in.
what happened there? So that's interesting. So right there, folks, anything can happen. Yes, it is a video game. However, you can still have your equipment fail you. And tonight it was his pedals. Luckily, you were able to get them. You must have been working fast. If my pedals
Yeah.
unplugged, there's no way. I'd just be like, oh, I'm done.
It was right in the back of my wheelbase, so I was just able to click them right back in.
Nice. That's not too bad then. A good thing they didn't
Yeah.
unplug from like the computer or something, because that might have been a little bit more of a challenge for sure. So overall, what have you thought about the race series so far? You're normally running the Pro 2s like you said, and now coming out for the Pro 4 tonight. What was the difference for you? What things had you noticed between the two classes?
You're sweating by the end of the Pro 2 for sure. Like you're all over the wheel, just trying to keep it smooth. Especially on Wild Horse, it was rough because through those rollers, it's rolling the dice if you're gonna make it through. But the Pro 4, it's fun. You're smooth the whole time. You're trying to put your laps together. You're not worrying about if you're gonna get sent sideways or anything like that. So I had more fun in the Pro 4. There was a lot of fast people tonight, and it was hard to catch back up once my pedals disconnected, and that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that the competition level is pretty close between the classes. As far as the Pro 2s, you've got a great group of guys that run their Pro 2s. I mean, you know that you've been racing week in and week out with them, and then the Pro Fours. I think that there's a really good skill gap in the Pro Fours as well, where that makes it a really close race for both classes. And then when you're racing together, it gets even crazier. So it's definitely interesting for sure. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight for the win?
Custom on Pro Designs, Maxxis tires, Hostile wheels, Bill Sign shocks, Sparco. You know, everybody that helps out in the real world, helping pay the bills for the racing, for the real life racing, so that way I can come on here and play some sim racing.
There you go. For everybody at home, what do you race in real life?
Right now I'm racing a Pro R with my brother in Desert, racing some. We race the Mint, King of Hammers, California 300. Next one's California 300, so we're doing that. And then in real life, last year I was in Champ Off Road, in UTV, in RS1.
How can people find you on your socials?
Drink Tag 18 on Instagram and TikTok.
There you go. So right there, Drake Matag taking home the win for the Pro Fours. It was awesome to see you out here tonight. I'm sure we'll be seeing you mixing it up some more in the Pro 2 class here with Top Box. You going to make it on the podium next week, you think? What?
Hopefully. Hopefully in a Pro 2 this time.
There you go. There you go. Coming home with the win, it is Drake Matag. That is going to do it for us tonight here, folks. James, what would you like to leave us with?
Just, there was a bit of issues, bit of things happening. But all that aside, we saw some really great racing. There was a lot of clean racing too, in amongst the chaos. So, that's all you can ask for. You're gonna get some problems in off-road racing. It just comes with the territory. But the fact that we did get some high quality, clean racing, that's all you can really ask for.
Absolutely. And where do we go next week?
We go to good old Bark River.
Ooh, that one's actually going to be another good one. Two of the best tracks I feel like that are on iRacing, Crandon and Bark River, and we're doing them back to back, folks. So make sure you guys are tuning in next week. It is going to be one hell of a battle there as well with the Pro 4s and the Pro 2s. I tell you what, Cody, take us out. What do you say for tonight?
A lot of great battles going on, a lot of trucks on the track. We're getting bigger and better, and there's a couple issues, but every race we solve it and get better and better as we go. But thank you for the broadcast. It is amazing.
I think that was the most trucks that we've had come out for one of our shows so far. Is that correct?
For sure. Putting the Pro 2s and Pro 4s brings a lot more attention to these races.
Yeah, I think that we're definitely onto something there, and it's awesome to watch the two different communities come together. I mean, they definitely bleed over. They're all pro trucks, but just as Josh said earlier, he loves all the Pro 2 stuff. You're going to have other guys that love all the Pro 4 stuff, and to get them all out on the track, mixing it up all together, I think that Top Box is definitely bringing something spicy for everybody to take a look at, and it's awesome. Bark River next week, from what James said. Any comments about that?
Not that I know of. Just hope we can get better as we go. And Bark River is a great track. That's one of my favorites on here. So we'll see what we get going on that track.
There you go. That is going to do it for us tonight, folks. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you share the broadcast on your socials. Get it out there for other people to see. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and we will see you next week.